Alright, another emergency video dump. This is on the New Dawn map. Again, it's a bunch of bots. A few fewer bots than last time. Not as impressive a game. I am in an Italian Tier 5 destroyer, the Maestrale. I assume that I'm saying that correctly. I also kind of figured that I'm not. So I guess I assume that I'm not. What am I saying? I'm just rambling. It's what I do. The AI has decided this time that we needed a carrier, so there is a carrier in play. Italian destroyers. I do have a small window of stealth torp capability. My detection radius is 7. My torpedo range is 8. So, that's the good news. The bad news. First of all, my detection radius is larger than my firing radius. My main guns cannot really reach out and touch anybody. And also my main guns are kind of garbage. It's fast. Look at me go. I'm basically doing 40 knots here. I am doing 40 knots here. Hooray. My plan is to skirt around the outskirts of the battlefield and come up from behind, which is basically what I do. But it's not without considerable difficulty. Now, these torpedoes are better. They're certainly longer ranged. I believe they're faster. They take longer to reload, and I only have 2 launchers as opposed to the 3 that I had on the Russian destroyer that we saw last time. So I have to be a little bit more conservative with my torpedo launches. Do you think I'm capable of such a thing? That's a trick question. Alright, we have an enemy Maestrale up in that smoke screen up there. Fine, thinking about him. Thinking about just dropping a stealth torp in there because it looks like the entire squadron is going to miss me. Uh-oh, I am detected. Yeah, the Maestrale has come through his smoke. Okay. Dump an incredibly optimistic torpedo here on him. Shoot him up a little bit just to get his attention. You've missed. You've missed again. Alright, fine. Unfortunately, I have also gotten the attention of the Chung King, who you can see at roughly G8 there on the minimap. And he is going to be a little bit of a thorn in my side. Now, the Maestrale did in fact get his torpedoes off. And dodged, albeit just barely. Alright, fine. Smack around the Chung King a little bit with these piddly little guns. That's alright. Unfortunately, he is coming in to close the range, and that means that eventually he's going to hit me. He hasn't hit me yet, which I'm rather surprised about. Oh, okay, there we go. Maestrale is coming around the island as well to chase me from behind. My torpedoes are all on cooldown. This would be an ideal opportunity to smack the Chung King. And here's the October Revolution. Alright. High-speed smoke engaged. Unlike every other nationality in the game, Italians do not have to slow down to stay within their smoke screen. The thing is, smoke screens work both ways, so as soon as I triggered it, I was the one spotting the October Revolution. Now I don't see him. Okay, we are proximity detected now. So, torpedoes away. Unfortunately, 6 torpedoes are not going to be enough to kill this big old Russian behemoth. And now I am in a spot of bother. My speed boost has expired. My smoke screen has expired. I am sitting here in open water with a Russian battleship who fortunately doesn't seem all that interested in ending my existence. Again, this is why I play against bots. This is exhibit A in why I'm playing against bots, because a human player absolutely would have deleted me right there. And in fact, spoiler alert, the October Revolution is going to delete me later in the game. And now I'm being attacked by aircraft. That's annoying. And, oh look, here comes the Chung King. Okay, once again, if I was a human player, I would be dead now. Or, if I was a human player. If I was playing against humans, I would be dead now. There is absolutely no way that the Chung King would let me get away with this. So I'm just going to make a beeline out of here, dump a torpedo if he stays on course. And I'm thinking, alright, if I can get away from this guy, because he's going to let me get away, I'm going to go up north and hunt down that carrier. Now, this torpedo launch was a mistake. The Chungking was still turning, and it was not starting to accelerate, so I definitely should have dumped those torpedoes further to the right than I did. Which is only like the 4th or 5th mistake I've made in this video, because, hey, I am not a smart guy. Once again, playing against bots, because I just don't, I'm not good at the game. Alright, our October Revolution just got taken out by an Omaha, hooray. I'm thinking, alright, which way around this island am I going to go? Because the carrier's hiding on the far side of the island. If I go around the left side, then the carrier could flee from the rest of the Navy, the rest of my team. So I'm going to go around the right side. If the carrier flees from me, it's going to be easier for the rest of the team to shoot at him. Now, unfortunately, the nearest player to me, that Cordoba up there in the enemy's cap circle, is a bot. So I thought about alerting him, hey, I'm going to go flush the carrier out. Oh, you're a bot. Okay, never mind. Just do whatever it is that you're going to do. So, around the island I go. I'm expecting the carrier to be moored up, like, right here. And he's 7.2 kilometers away. Oh. Okay. Well, get the speed boost up. Close that distance as quickly as possible. Then I have another trick up my sleeve. I don't really want to activate the high-speed smoke, because I know that I'm the only guy spotting the carrier. And if I activate the smoke, well, obviously, I will lose sight of the carrier. So, I also know... Oh, God, the airstrikes are coming in. That hurt. I can't take much more of this, and I'm certainly not close enough to land any torpedoes on the carrier right now, because he's going away from me. And it's a lot harder to hit enemies with torpedoes when they're going away from you than when they're coming at you. So, okay, smoke generator up. I'm going to assume that I'm faster than the carrier. I'm going to try to get ahead of where the carrier is, and then I'll torp him. Now, I can't see him. I'm going to have to wait until the smoke screen wears off. Which wound up being alright. I was thinking, gosh, I'd really like to turn the smoke screen off now so I can see where he is, and I assume I'm close enough. I gotta sit in this smoke for, 7 more seconds. Ew, gross. Alright, there he is. Go get him. Now, I cannot stick around. I am out of party tricks. I have one more charge of the smoke screen. The speed boost is on cooldown. The smoke screen is on cooldown. The torpedoes are on cooldown. I have to go, regardless of whether or not these torpedoes can sink the carrier. I cannot stay here. So, bye. And there they go. 6 torpedo hits. Now I have to dodge this last aerial attack. Fine. Great. There's one thing left to kill. It's the enemy October Revolution. Now, I've made a bazillion mistakes in this video, and I freely admit that. That's how we learn, is we make mistakes and then we learn from them. I'm thinking, okay, October Revolution, he's facing me, but he's going to be having all of his guns firing to his port, or towards the right side of the screen, because that's where my fleet is. So if I come up on what is, from my perspective, the left side of him, he's not going to have any main battery guns to shoot at me with, and I'll be able to get in nice and close and torp him. I'm not going to be able to use the smoke screen because I'm the one spotting him. And at this point, I don't really care if somebody else on the team gets him. Well, I guess if that was true, I would not be doing what I'm doing right now, which is closing the suicide range. Okay, he's got one of his main turrets pointed in my direction. That's not good. Well, I have a whopping 2,500 hit points to play with here, and I want to get in close. And yes, he's got one of his turrets pointed right at me. That spooks me. I'm like, okay, alright, fine. I don't get to play. I need to dump these torpedoes and run. Unfortunately, what I really needed to do was just hold on for a couple more seconds. Dropping the smoke doesn't matter. Inside 2 kilometers, he can see me regardless of whether I'm in a smoke screen or not. And he has turned to dodge all of my torpedoes. I am dead in the water from this ill-advised turn. And there it goes. That's me dead. Now, fortunately, being an Italian destroyer means that this smokescreen is not going to last very long, so he's not going to be able to take advantage of it. Not that it's going to matter. My team is about to capture the enemy base. So yeah, not as impressive this time, although 87,000 damage is nothing to scoff at in a Tier 5 battle. I'm reasonably proud of that. And even though I died, even though I only killed 1 guy, I'm still the highest scoring member of my team. Reginaldo, how are you, my friend? Full of peace, I hope. Yeah, you better hope, buddy. I'll bet you did.
I used to be an adventurer like you.
Yes, then you took an arrow in the knee. How original.
Rest easy now. Your time is short.
Don't worry, you're about to die, but you can give me useful information.
You mean you really did date Chandi?
That's not